Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, there is a light reflection here. The sun is so bright. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while. Sorry for being quiet, just been busy. So today guys, we are doing story time. I've never done story time on this channel, but something has really pushed me to do a story time that I feel I need to share, might help someone there. So as you may have seen already on the topic, we are talking about how I have been conned guys, of my rental income. Really, it's an income, it's something that you would depend on, because obviously when you buy an apartment or a house to let, you're hoping to get some income from it, some kind of an income. So this is what I have done, or have property back home, which typically a lot of diasporans do. So I thought, why not? We get a place and let it out. And so it's very difficult if you don't have someone that you trust back home, to actually look after the place, to maintain it, to collect the rentals, to look after the money, to pay city council bills, to make sure everything's, they're on top of everything, really. So anyway, so as for me, I had been lucky. I had gotten, so unfortunately, my both parents are late, and my both parents in love stay in the village, so they wouldn't really be in a position to help out. So mainly, the people that you can trust. And unfortunately as well, I have no siblings that live at home. My two sisters are in Australia, and I am here, and that's it really in our family. There's three of us now, after losing other siblings, and all my husband's siblings are out of the country. So that's really the background to the story. Like someone say, Gantaola Sisi, do you not have a sister or a brother, or and of course there may be, aunties and that, but you don't want to burden people that, you feel they are not in a position to really, run errands for you, that you be instructing and directing. So anyway, I had been fortunate to get a friend's mother, who did a fairly good job, I have to say. She was able to collect rentals when tenants are coming and going. She'll navigate that, arrange for someone to get in. And I had been lucky, there were not too many comings and goings. So anyway, and then where the story starts is that the friend's mother had to also travel. So then we said, oh, what will we do? So I said, look, we'll find a housing agent. So guys, listen and listen very carefully. This may help someone out there, honestly. So then I was looking for housing agents, and I'm in a group with former school friends, and I put my request across it. Guys, is there anyone who can recommend an estate agent? Agent or agent, I don't know, guys. English is not my first language, so suit yourself. So I will call them anyway, whatever as I go. So I eventually get a recommendation, and I get this lady, and I explain, okay, this is where I am, this is where the house is, and there's current tenants in there. So I'll get a mama to hand over to you all the details, and you take over. So that was fine. And then she said, I am going to forward a contract so that you can sign it. I said, no problem. So the first month, mama handed over. She collected the rentals, and I was waiting for the contract. I said, will you please forward the contract? Because see, when mama used to collect these rentals, she could stay 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I didn't have immediate use of the money. And then whenever I have the immediate use of the money, I say, mama, can you do A, B, C, D? Can you go to A, B, C, D? So that was fine. So I assumed this was going to work more or less in the same manner. So after the first rentals were collected, I wasn't worried. I thought, okay, that's fine. When I sign the contracts, I'll have the details of where the money is to go, and maybe that is where my fault started. I don't know. but I'm a very trusting person. I trust people, and I am really trustworthy. I do believe I'm trustworthy. I have never conned anyone. If I have, I apologize, but I wouldn't, ever intentionally con someone. But then the second month comes, I receive the contract. I'm like, great, sounded quite long and professional. And I said, I'll sign this. And then I said, okay, I will send it back. And then after the second rentals she had collected, I said, look, can you forward the rentals, the two payments now to ABCD? And then she says, oh, I'm sorry, I'm away. I am at a brother's funeral. I said, oh, fine, no problem. Let me know when you come back. And then this funeral went on for over a week. And then at this stage, I say, well, have you no offices? She says, I do. She gives me an address. I said, okay, fine. So can I send my uncle to get to your offices and you delegate your people in the office, someone to look after my uncle and to transfer the funds? And she says, oh, no problem. And then after that, I can't get her on the phone, and I'm trying. And then the next thing she says, no, I'm out of town. I'm back, but I had to travel out of town. And unfortunately, the people in the office are not in a position to do the accounts. And then this has gone on for a month. So I'm still raging, guys, because as I sit here, I still haven't received those rentals. This person is dilly-dallying. And unfortunately, she had not signed the contract. So I had signed my part and sent it back so that she can sign her part. So I don't know what's my case in the court of law, because what do I say? When did she get the money? How did she get the money? Do I use the tenants? Do I involve the tenants to prove that they actually handed over the money to her? And guys, we're talking about significant money here. We're talking over $500 every month. So we're talking over $1,000. We're talking over $1,000. And actually it's 3 months. So really, it's $500 after her charges. It's actually 3 months, or 1,500. I know it sounds very little and maybe petty to other people, but I feel like if she has done this to me, she's probably going to do it to too many other people, and probably has done it to other people. And hence my need to do a sit down and to tell my story. And if there's any lawyers listening, if there's anyone that really has any advice, please do put it down below for myself and for other listeners. How do you go about such inconveniences and untruthfulness and con artists? Really, I say, she's a con man, that I feel, because I'm so far away from home, it's difficult to directly deal with this person. I was even thinking, I should look for people to go and bulldoze in that office and teach her a lesson. And then it's not really my character. And I've really read a lot of books and a lot of philosophies. And, they say don't allow bad people to turn you into a bad person. So I don't want her to turn me into someone that I'm not. I don't want to suddenly become someone that I've never been. But I certainly would not want to see her get away with it. As of now, I have instructed the tenants not to continue giving her the money until I arrange, a different housing agent, which at this point, because I also had been recommended by another friend, an individual, but I now feel maybe individuals are the problem. So I'm going to, it's an individual who owns a housing agent, of which I've lost faith in them, unfortunately. Once bitten, twice shy. So at this stage, I'm going to look for a really big, renowned housing agent in the country. I'd rather pay the fees. I'd rather pay the, whatever it is, but get genuine service for what I am paying for, So guys, this is my story of the day. And please do communicate, give me ideas of how to navigate housing or properties back home. How do you manage them? Give us tips. How has it worked for you? Are the returns worth it? Are you losing out? Are you really seeing the income coming into your pocket? And how are you transferring the money from Africa to diaspora? Are you able to use your money here? How is it working out for you guys? So guys, today is a short one, but I am glad I was able to sit down and rant. If nothing is gonna come out of here, at least I've let it out of my chest. It gives me peace, and I know you will listen, and I know you'll interact, I know you'll empathize, and I am praying that someone out there will give me a constructive answer that will help me go forward from this issue. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next episode. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Ciao.